What's good, y'all? This is the Hood Geniuses podcast, and this is Lady T.
And this is Ms. 100. This episode 61. Come on, yo. Let's keep it going. Come on, man.
Yo, wait a minute. No. Bloopers Anonymous. Come on, let's keep it rolling. We gonna do this. Yeah. The reason why I was a pause is because I was supposed to say this is episode 61. You know what I'm saying? Ms. 100 stepping his boundaries. You know what I'm saying? I was on the last one, so I was kind of hyped to be back on this one. But yeah, y'all, this is episode 61. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yes. Episode 61. As y'all see, we got Lady T back in the building or whatever. The Pocket of Podcast. I got a shout out Maxine Gooden, NECA, on the last episode 60. We touched on gun violence and everything. We're gonna get right into this, so let's get it. We gotta let you know today we have with us our guest is Brandon Fisher, aka the Credit Doctor. We right here in North Philly, 23rd and Ridge. Yeah, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? We in the jungle, but it's all positive and love and peace. Real talk. We're gonna let you know what everything he got going on, what he about. But you know how we do this. We're gonna briefly get into how was your week, Lady T, and it's just something that we do regularly. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right, so this is Lady T on the mic, y'all. You know, y'all ain't hear my voice last episode, so I want to get y'all back in tune or whatever. So yeah, my week was pretty good. I actually celebrated a 50th birthday party on Saturday. It was like a masquerade ball party type thing. First time doing something like that. It was crazy. It was nice. I was all sweating in my mask because, you know, once I got to sipping, you know, it was just crazy. But it was nice. I enjoyed myself. Of course, Lady T was on the dance floor as usual. That's what I do. My right knee is actually hurting. I might need a knee replacement. But, you know, that's further here and there. And I am going to actually have a fun, set up a fun GoFundMe for my knee replacement soon. But, yeah, I'm good, though. Back at work, you know. Actually, I'll be celebrating my birthday this Wednesday, the 21st. I'll be turning 40. So just look for the pictures and everything, you know. So, Brandon, how was your week?
Oh, man, my weekend was beautiful. My cousin had a party. Shout out to At Too Much Sauce Food Truck. My cousin owned his own food truck. He had a whole party celebrating his food truck and stuff like that. They had the girl Juju down there, Cameron, ex-girlfriend. So we was all in this section, and you know, it was real positive. Everything turned out right. Wasn't no fighting, no chaos. So I definitely had a blessed weekend.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
wait a minute. Food
truck. But damn, yeah. I should have said something when we came through the office on Friday, what you had going on for the weekend, because I do be stalking Juju, yo. I do be stalking the IG. I mean, damn, yo. Damn, Cam.
Yeah, we was in the building.
What's up?
Section with that name.
Damn. Yeah. That's chocolate. That chocolate thing is nice. Yeah. Lady T, you know, I got to get out of my perv mode and get back to the script. But, yeah, my week was good. You know, I finished it off nice. No complaints. You know, thank God I'm breathing to see another day. You know, I'm blessed. Real talk. You know, ain't no negativity, yo. I'm just moving forward and progressing, and we building and grinding. And before we start this, we got to make the announcement. That's why we got this man on here. We actually came through last Friday, and we made it official and made the Hood Geniuses a business. So thanks to Brandon Fisher and his business partner. You know what I'm saying? She's like the solid hand and shit, you know.
Right. She was very helpful.
Yeah, she was very helpful. Yeah. So, yeah, Hood Geniuses LLC now. And thanks to Brandon and his company and his business partner. Yo, so we got to salute them for that. But, yeah, everything was gravy. We're going to get into introducing this man, Brandon Fisher, a.k.a. the Credit Doctor. So we're going to get right into it. What made you want to get into, you know, bettering people's credit, and why is it so important? Let the people know.
Well, the first thing, you know, how I got into it was I was in federal prison, and I met this guy. His name is Zelly, and he was fixing people's credit in prison. So when I seen him doing that, you know, I was a little skeptical because he was in there for like some other stuff. So I was a little bit skeptical with him. We ended up taking a drug program together to lessen our time. That's how I came home early. And I got to really get to know him during the program. And he was fixing a lot of people's credit. So I asked other people he fixed their credit to make sure he was official first. Everybody said he was official. So when I got with him, He agreed to fix my credit. So when he was fixing my credit, it's so crazy because people that was coming in the drug program, everybody about to go home. So people ask me, I'm trying to get my credit fixed. So I'm referring people to him. The whole time I'm referring people to him, he knocking my bill off. Like, all right, well, you prefer him, take that off. I'm like, well, damn. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm about to go home, and I think it was like 9 months. Maybe we could do something on the outside. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to see how serious you are. He ended up giving me the laws and stuff like that, making me go to the law library, make sure that I'm real serious. And what was crazy was I told him, I said, listen, there's nobody in my neighborhood that do that. I already had that. They make you write a plan when you come home, and that was on my plan to fix my credit, and he fixed credit. So I was telling him, I'm like, yo, bro, like we could really do something big with this. I'm from North Philly, I ain't tell nothing like that, so I'm official, so when I come home, I could put that out there. So he basically gave me the opportunity. He gave it to me. When I came home, I was in a halfway house and all that, couldn't really do what I could do because I had to get a job and do all this extra stuff to get out the halfway house, to get on house arrest. Then when I was on house arrest, I couldn't meet nobody. So it was just like, I had to go through so many steps to even be able to fix credit. So I started off at my mom's house at the kitchen table. That's where I started off at. People was coming to my mom's house, kids running around. It was just crazy, but it was working. When I started fixing credit, a lot of people thought I was a scam because I didn't have a location. This what made me get the location that I have now. I had to find somewhere to be solid so people could know, this is not, people don't want to just come to your house. And my mom definitely don't want people coming to her house. We live in a project. So me fixing people's credit, I started to realize how ignorant us as black people were to credit.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So in the same time, I'm fixing my own, well, my credit was fixed, but I'm learning how to build credit and stuff like that. So when I really seen the power of credit, when I walked into that dealership and got a car with no money down, you see what I'm saying? I got an American Express card. I got about 10 credit cards, get loans, get whatever I want. And to see how they treat you when you walk into a building, they treat you crazy when they first see you because you black. Then they run that credit score, then you Mr. Fisher. Then you Mr. So-and-so.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When I seen that, it became addicted to me. Like a power. I got power now. You see what I'm saying? We always going to get the bag, but the credit is what it is. Everybody don't got that much money to just be buying houses and cars and stuff. And who really want to buy that stuff firsthand? So basically, when I got into this office, man, it was a struggle. You feel what I'm saying? I couldn't pay my rent the first month because I took all my money and got the office and got the stuff in the office. So I definitely come from the bottom with everything. You see what I'm saying? I never backlashed and went back to selling drugs or doing anything else illegal. You see what I'm saying? I kept pushing. I kept staying up with a positive mind with the good support system I had with Shanika, Big Island, my mom, my little brother. That made it a lot better. You see what I'm saying? The times that I was willing to quit, they wouldn't let me quit. So now, it's been a year, May the 1st. I have a lot of clients, and I'm really realizing that we really don't know. And I feel like, me putting it on Instagram, people making their testimonies on my Instagram, people talking about me. My whole goal in the beginning was I wanted my name to be talked about in the hair salons, in the barbershops, inside the houses. So when people say, I need to get my credit fixed, I wanted them to say, oh, the bull on Ridge Avenue, the credit doctor bull. Now it's really like that. People are calling me saying I was referred by, or I was talking about this at work, and your name was highly recommended from my work, from my business ethic. So credit is very important.
Yeah.
We need that.
Damn, you really have a straight from the bottom story, you know what I mean? And this is what the podcast was created for. Stories like this that you literally are a hood genius, and not to be playing, on some sucker shit like, okay, this, but you literally are a hood geniuses, and this is why the platform was created, because I always looked in my mind like, damn, yo, in the hood, we all come from the hood. In the circles we in, come from the hood for the most part, and we all know the hood is hard. You have all these struggles and all these temptations against you. You got to worry about your own picking with you. You got to work the cops picking with you. Fighting against your woman if you have one. Your baby mom's putting the pressure on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that black men is fighting up against and black women. So with all that being said, you still do have people that's grinding it out, whether they got a 9 to 5 and they taking care of their family, regardless of whatever money they're making it work. 365, they getting it done. You a genius, real talk. And then you got the feel good stories like you that just sat back in the bang like, yo, damn, I'm peeping boy, he's successful with this. You learned the game. Like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna map this all out. You had vision, you had ambition, and you just went for it. And that's how you gotta do it, because a lot of people, they can have the vision, but they ain't got no ambition. They don't see it. They don't have the they don't see where they can be because so much negativity that they surround themselves around sometimes, and that don't help. But your story is crazy, yo. You actually could make that into a book, a movie, a little mini documentary that I think it actually can help people, the youth and the communities. You feel me? Because these kind of stories is needed for our youth. They don't see nothing. When we came up, we glorified the drug dealers. That's right. Because that was the closest thing that that was success that represented us. No, not trying to be ignorant, but success was the big rims, the chain. You know what I'm saying? It sound ignorant now, but on some real shit, that's what we coming up in. I know I came up in the 90s, the JBM era and all that, and you would see that, you'd be fascinated by that shit. I would be like, God damn, yo, look what they coming through. They had the women. It was the fast life. You like, yo, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But
with that as a horror story as well, because it was fascinating. But when they wasn't coming through, and then you would hear then they got gunned down. I was like, damn. So I gotta, And then some that didn't care, they just was like, I don't care. They just still went forward with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad. So that's where we need more of Brandon, telling his story that you don't have to, live your life like that. If you go in and come out with a vision, a dream, and make it known, plan it, and let it grow. Had ambition in you. That's crazy. You really sat back and did that.
Yeah, it's crazy because I was locked up with 2 JBM boys, man. They was down since 91. The other one was down since 94, and they ain't coming home to 2026. And I think the other one coming 2022. Crazy. And I was locked up with them, man. And it's just crazy to, when they show you the pictures, when everybody bring their pictures out in jail, and they show you their pictures and you see, they got beepers and 4-finger rings and Dookie gold chains, and you like, bro, that was back then. You see what I'm saying? But that was they shine, and what really turned me, on to I have to do something different is watching them though. They was my example. What's the difference between him and me? You see, there's no difference. Right. He went out there, got into a situation, a product of his environment, both of them, and they end up getting 40-something years. And they still in there. People going to jail, coming home, going to jail, come back to jail, they still there. So I knew that, I don't want to be them. So I had to do something different. I also got 5 children, man. So I missed 20 birthdays. I was in jail for 4 years. My first time ever being locked up in life. I sold drugs since I was 15 until I was 23. And I never been caught until I got caught by the feds. And they gave me 6.5 years off the rip. And to watch my mom, man, the 2 most devastating times I had in jail, which to this day makes me go harder. It make me stay at work. It made me do this. It was the first time when I got sentenced, and my mother was crying so hard in the courtroom that they tried to kick her out the courtroom, the U.S. Marshals, saying that she was making too much noise. She can't keep crying, going to escort her, and that was crazy. She can't show emotions. No. Then the second time, my youngest daughter, she was about 5 at the time. She's 7, going on 8 now. And my baby girl, man, she came to the visit. They didn't see. I was in a hole for 9 months. So when they finally came to see me, she didn't see me in about 2 years. And when it was time to leave that visitor room, man, she cried. I mean, yelled. My cousin, they were saying visit over. I'm holding her, and I gave it to my cousin, and she was just like, no, Daddy, no. I mean, a tantrum because I can't leave with her. I mean, I try not. We in jail, so I'm trying not to cry. Everybody in the visiting room looking at me. I'm looking at them. I'm looking at my daughter like, oh, chill. I'm coming home in a minute. She just couldn't believe that I couldn't leave her. You see what I'm saying? So that day right there, and my mother crying like that, that's all my motivation to always do something positive, man. And no matter what, I can't go back to that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, but I always been a hustler, and I tell people that come in here all the time, niggas that hustle trying to get their credit fixed, stuff like that. If you were, this is what I learned in jail that I never knew. Everybody that sells drugs is an entrepreneur. This white lady taught me this in the drug program. She taught all of us. There was like 15 of us, and we had a whole class. And she was like, "Who sold drugs? Who's in here for selling drugs?" They got pedophiles and they all type of shit. So the guys that raised their hand, mostly black, we always in here for selling drugs. And she really broke it down. This white lady, man, I would never believe. She been doing this for 30 years. She was like, every single one of y'all are entrepreneurs, and everything y'all have done was business. You got to find somebody with a product that's good, that's better than your competition. Even if you was a middleman, if you get stuff on consignment, she was like, it's all the same thing as business. Nothing is different. Y'all just was same principle. Y'all just was selling the wrong product that got y'all in here. And she basically broke it down like, if you can take them same values and them same hustling mentality, what she said, and apply it to business, y'all would be the #1 businessmen in the world, because y'all been doing business since y'all was children. Everybody in there was selling drugs since they was 13, 14. So you mean we got more experience than the regular businessman. Regular businessman, he went to school for business, he went to college, he went work for somebody on the intern. We've been out here in the field where you got to watch out for the cops, watch out for these niggas, watch out for the jammy boys, for these women. Like, we got way more on our top than these corporate guys. So when she broke it down to me like that, I'm like, damn, she right. Like, what's the difference between me and the guy that own Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now that I'm home, I know the difference now. I didn't know the difference then, but I know the difference now. The difference now is they don't teach us the principles that they have when they're growing up. When them suburban kids, or whatever kids, Indian, Chinese, they get taught for career day and in school, they get taught these principles about credit, about loans, about debt. Our kids don't know that. It's so crazy. We're programmed, man. I read this book by this guy named Claude Clark. He's from Philadelphia, man. He's a millionaire. It's a book called The Money Game. Very good book. And he was basically showing how programmed we are, as they teach us to go to school, right? Get a high school diploma, then go to college, which is student loans. We broke. We ain't got no money to be paying for no college. So now you get student loans. You're getting these student loans to go to work for somebody else, to make them rich, to pay off the debt from the government. So you're always going to be trapped behind. There's no way you could get ahead if you're working for somebody, which means that you're limited to your paycheck. Then you still got to take some of that paycheck to pay off the student loans you went to school for. So why don't...
If you don't pay them, they going to garnish your shit.
They garnish your wages and they put it on your credit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we have to break the cycle. At one time we were business owners, everybody. Because we were segregated, so we couldn't go to these schools. We couldn't go to these
Black Wall Street,
restaurants.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, Black Wall Street.
Got rid of that.
And even Philadelphia. When we
Ridge
Avenue.
Columbia.
Cecil B. Moore.
Cecil B. Moore.
Yeah, but it wasn't Cecil B. Moore. It was Columbia Avenue.
Yeah, Columbia Avenue. Yeah.
But a lot of that changed with integration and all that. But to say this, man, we are our kids' future. We are their future. They say the kids is the future. But the kids can't be the future if we don't teach them what to do so they can have a future. Yeah. So when people say the kids is the future, I understand it. But you gotta understand, our generation
build that foundation
is the future.
Right.
Yeah. So if we're not in the house, everything comes from the house. If you're not teaching these kids, and I'm not saying nothing is wrong with college, but it's certain things that they teach you in college that basically you go to college to be this, be that. They're not showing these kids that the success rates are coming out of school to do this is not this. You're only getting paid $28,000 a year, but your student loans is $90,000. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? They're not teaching these kids these principles. Where, even business school. So you go to business school to get taught by a professor about owning your own business. But obviously he don't own his own business because he's in here working for the school.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So we don't have the right programs, man, and the right people in line. And one thing I noticed about kids when I was a kid, kids don't listen to somebody that look different. Like, you can go in there with a suit and tie and all that, but you talking to these 11th and these 10th graders, and you talking, oh, do this, do that. But that average 10th grader who out there, who go outside every day and see his uncles or his big brother selling crack every day getting money, he can't see that in you. So how can he believe? You don't come from where I come from.
Right.
That's his first instinct, so he already got a block up, or she got a block up. Your mom ain't never been a smoker. Your mom ain't never do no drugs. You don't know about coming home and, you know, your mom done stole it, you ain't getting nothing for Christmas. If you don't know about that, and them kids can't read that in you, they ain't gonna believe you.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time. We
You
talk
see
about
what
all
I'm
the time.
That's why I pointed to you.
But I know,
He talking
I know,
our talk.
and let him keep talking
we,
that talk.
And we was talking about how
Yeah.
in the curriculum, because you know we got kids too, and we always discuss like, damn, these teachers don't look. Well, our kids look at the teachers like, yo, that don't look like mom.
They be
that don't
clowning
look like
them.
daddy.
Yeah.
So they not gonna respect them.
Right.
And then they got a lot of our kids following a curriculum that is only groomed to actually making them mental slaves. You know what I'm saying? Because the curriculum doesn't, that's looked over by different scholars because it's geared for them to think a certain way. They don't want them to think out the box. The one time they start thinking out the box, they're like, "Oh shit, we losing them. We got to rear them back in."
Or they want to stamp them.
Yeah,
They want to stamp them with ADHD.
Yeah, they put them on drugs and all that.
But they bored.
What you was saying,
They bored.
yeah,
You know.
they not gonna respect them because they don't look like us. You know what I'm saying? It's not about being racist or nothing like that. That's just common human factor.
Right.
Like it's reverse. I can't be a teacher here. I'm from the hood, born and raised. You know, been in all the drug stuff and all this craziness. I know how that goes. I can't go out in the suburbs and teach them. It's a whole different culture. Those white students gonna be looking at me like, damn, who this nigga? You know what I'm saying?
Not actually. You want to know why? Because they know the truth. They're taught.
True.
They know our history. We don't know our history. We don't know where we're from. So they actually admire us and look up to us. Not all of them are racist. They just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Until you actually are put in front of them. So once you're put in front of them and they can actually see, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, some things I'm hearing because it's biased because you got the grandparents in their races, KKK days, preaching that whatever. But in modern times, a lot of these kids are not as racist as their parents were and their grandparents. You know what I'm saying? So
the generations,
right, generations,
two generations behind. Them.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like Brandon was saying, like if he go to one of our urban schools and talk to the 10th and 11th grades, they will respect him. They will understand his story, his testimony, because he has a testimony, and he's not 6 feet under. He's not in the grade. He came out with a vision, and he's living it. Yeah. So it's like it's giving them ambition. Like, damn, I could do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a Martin Luther King situation.
Yeah.
I have a dream. You know what I'm saying? And he's living it. He's doing his thing. So,
and it's crazy because we got them praising these entertainers, these athletes, this and that. But you the kind of person and a man that needs to get the praise. You know what I mean? Because our youth,
right?
They out here worshiping reality TV stars and black people that's out of touch with the urban community now. You know what I'm saying? Like I done talked about this on social media. Like for instance, I love Jay-Z, fan of Jay-Z. You know where I'm going. But I just feel like, and I love the album 444. He was saying some real shit. He touched on credit and all that. Good shit. But he still, to me, is a little out of place. When you start mentioning $1 million paintings and investments, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But you're a little, you out of place with the hood. You out of touch. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta remember, he's doing both. So he's, talking to those that got it like that, and the ones that don't start thinking that. That's what I take.
Honestly, it ain't too many of us that got it like him.
No, you know what it is? You know what it is? I got to dispute that.
Frauds.
I got to dispute that. It is some of us that got it like that, but we choose to spend our money on dumb shit. So it is a lot of us out there that have it like that. But if you invest your money, like the credit doctor would help you invest in, well, you would have it like that. So that's what he's trying to get your mindset on. Like, stop spending your money on the dumb shit in here. You know what I'm saying?
He said it. He said, what's more important than throwing your money in the strip club? Credit.
Yeah.
How do Jewish people own all the land in America?
Yes.
That's how they did it.
Yes.
And and that's my job, man. Like, when people come in here, they learn so much. I'm saying, like, people, if you really talk to people that came in my office, I'm a loan broker now. So not only do I fix credit, I can get you loans for a house, business loan. I can get you a commercial loan, fix and flip. They're buying all the houses right here in front of our face.
Yes, they are.
And they're not doing it with their money. They're doing it off of loans. Now I can give out the loans. I can teach my people how all you need is this and that. The same money we spend frivolous money on bull crap, you can take that money and go get a fix and flip and get a loan. You can get a gas station. Who are you not to get a gas station? Who are you not to have a hotel downtown? Who are you? Why can't these people are human? Maya Angelou said this, and I always go back to this. If you can do it and it's not alien to me, which means that you're not from outer space, I can do it too.
Yeah.
And when she said that in her poem, man, it was like, people probably didn't understand that. And I seen that in jail when she died. They did a documentary on her. And she said, if it's not alien to me, I can do it too. And she broke it down like, if you're not an alien, no matter what color your skin is, I can do it.
Right.
As long as you got the, the knowledge and stuff. So people don't have the knowledge. So not only do I want to make money, of course I have to make money,
right.
But I'm not out here in the hood trying to get anybody. Can't nobody ever say they came to New Beginnings and I burnt them for anything. I done gave people their money back. This is live testimony. People that wasn't satisfied, or in the beginning of my career when I thought I could do something and I couldn't do it, I done paid back thousands of dollars to people. You see what I'm saying? Out my own pocket, because I don't want that bad report on me. Okay, you ain't satisfied. Oh, I thought I could do that. I couldn't do it. Well, I want my money back. Give them their money back. I don't want my name to be known like that. Your reputation is everything. So anybody that ever came here, they could say, Brandon, he couldn't get this off, but he gave me this back. You see what I'm saying? I can get anything off now. That was then. I'm a whole nother situation now. I have the best credit repair business in the world. I tell people that all the time. In the world, I get stuff off in 30 days. You talking about seeing $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 worth of debt that you really had off your credit in 30 days, man. That's like unbelievable.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm talking about repossessions. I'm talking about credit cards, loans. Yo, I just don't mess with student loans. That's why I get a great money back. So I leave the student loans alone. But you learn by you keep going. You see what I'm saying?
You know them Johns, them student
they
loans,
vicious.
yo.
They vicious.
I be thinking they ran by the CIA,
Listen,
yo.
They would come to your funeral.
Yeah.
They come to your funeral trying to collect on you.
Okay,
I'm
man,
just
listen,
being
yo, they
exaggerated,
hunt you
but
down, yo.
Yeah, they will hunt you down.
And yeah, yo.
They will hunt you
vicious.
down.
But you gotta think about this. People don't see this. They'll give you $100,000 in student loans, but they won't give you a $100,000 loan at the same bank they gave you the student loans from. So you gotta understand what's the concept of that. Why do they want to keep us in debt like that? And back to what you were saying about the suburban kids and all that, how they do know about us and we don't know about ourselves and stuff like that. But when it comes to these teachers, you can't blame. I don't even blame the teachers. The teachers, even if they want to teach something, they got to still follow a certain curriculum. They cannot curriculum. Then the schools is getting taken by the government with the charter schools and stuff like that. So it just, you have to teach the kids in the house. You see what I'm saying? Malcolm X was one of the smartest men of our history. He only graduated from 8th grade. You can self-educate yourself. You don't need school to self-educate yourself.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so you this one guy, Shanika, what's his name? The guy we be following to do the jury. He a millionaire. The guy that do the jury stuff. He a millionaire. Him and his wife. Oh, Dana Shell's husband. Dana Chanel, whatever. They millionaires. And they sell like Christian jewelry and stuff like that. But the guy I don't follow her. I follow him. I follow her husband. And he said, why go to school when you got the internet? See, back then they didn't have that. So if you got the internet, you have research to everything. You have everything that you ever want to find out is on that internet. So why sit there and go to school? I'm saying certain things you have to have a certificate for. You want to be a nurse, you want to be a doctor.
Right.
You want to be, you got to have that type of certificate. Don't get it messed up. That's what you want to do in your profession. But a lot of things, listen, 50 Cent just put this, y'all can go on 50 Cent Instagram. He just put this on his Instagram. He said I never went to Harvard, but the people that work for me do.
Damn.
Wow.
So it shows you that you don't need a degree. I don't have a high school I have a high school diploma. I don't have a college degree. But I probably
that book.
Yeah.
by Napoleon Hill.
Think,
Yeah.
think, grow rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He talk about everything you saying.
Yeah, but I done read. I think about how many books I have
Probably
read.
read it. You
I didn't
probably
read
read
that book.
Okay.
But it's all the books. I have read so many books that I was in a whole.
The highest education, most of the
Yeah.
people, like Henry Ford, he had a 5th grade education.
Yeah, Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
Think about these white people that's really geniuses. Albert Einstein, he didn't even graduate from high school.
Yeah.
You talking about you don't need schooling. Like you can self-educate yourself, but we don't read. You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. They say something. They say back in the day, you want to keep something from a nigga, you put it in the book.
Put it in the book.
We don't read.
Yeah.
And we not patient. We want to see results now. Like
Yeah.
people come to me, they got $30,000 in credit debt, and they like, yo, you only got off 20,000. I'm like, bro, it's been 3 weeks.
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
You didn't.
$20,000
$20,000?
Yeah, this joint going back from 2002. You talk. It been 3
You
weeks.
said it only been 1 week.
That
And
been
they
3
like,
weeks.
yo, I'm
Yeah.
saying,
But you know
bro.
what? That's that condition shit. That's
Yeah.
that.
We want
mentality.
everything now. Like
Yeah, it's a microwave era.
It is.
Yeah.
It
That's
is. It
everything.
really is.
They
It's
want
sad.
everything fast.
It's
Yeah,
sad.
but everything not
This ain't
gonna
Jiffy
come
Lube.
fast.
This
Yo.
ain't Jiffy Lube. You should put that out on your side, yo. This ain't Jiffy Lube. This is credit doctor,
credit,
yo.
yeah.
It takes time to heal people. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna take time to heal your shit.
Yeah.
Now calm down, okay?
So say Jiffy Lube.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
But-
it just. You know, I gotta go speak at Simon Gratz, me and Shanika
God
on
bless y'all.
Wednesday to the 10th and
Come
11th
on,
graders.
I'm gonna get some oil for y'all. Put over there.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
No, it's the hood, but
God bless
this is
you.
what I wanted to do though. That was one of my goals. I need to talk to the schools. I want to talk to the 12th graders more than the 10th and 11th. The lady invited me, the teacher. She hit me up on Instagram. I've been following your Instagram. I want you to come. Bet. But I really want to talk to these 12th graders who really about to go out there and they really about to start giving them credit cards. My first credit card was
That's
Capital
awesome
One.
stuff.
My first credit was Capital One with $300
Capital
credit
One.
card. I took the credit card, swiped it, took the money out, and bought some crack. You know what I mean? And never thought of sold drugs. I'm nobody taught me this thing.
Don't get no realer
Yo,
than that,
that's-
yo.
You know what I'm saying?
I
you
wasn't
talking
ready
about-
for that one.
Now you talking about what? 11
Yeah.
years later, I'm out here fixing credit. Who would ever
Yeah.
think? You see
Wow.
what I'm saying? So
Glad you ain't get that big bottle.
yeah, so you know what I mean. I just try to let the kids know, man. I understand what y'all going through. I understand we are not just kids, us as grown people.
Yeah, it's
You
hard out
have
here,
to
yo.
be patient, and every time you doing something right, I swear everything gonna be thrown at you to test your righteousness.
Yep.
When you're doing right, you gotta expect the bumps, cause if they not coming, you ain't doing something right.
And you sound like Tupac mom.
You see
Didn't
what I'm
Tupac mom tell him that?
I don't
Like
know.
they throw
I don't
everything
know.
at you. In
Oh
the
yeah,
movie,
oh yeah,
they
in the
throw
movie, everything at you
you.
when you doing something right.
You doing something right, they throw
Yeah.
everything at you to take you off
They
course.
is, and even Meek, like you go to the future. Meek and French Montana made a song of "You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping,"
Yeah.
and that's true. And the haters don't have to be art. See, we hear haters and we think us,
Right.
Haters can be just life.
Yeah.
You talking about the government, you talking about the police, you talking about when you see, just regular things in life
Any
come
amount
at you.
of success
Yeah.
is going to generate envy,
Yes, it is.
hatred, everything.
Yeah.
You know
But
what
it's
I'm saying?
testing
And
you, though.
It's,
Yeah.
it's test.
Everything
You see what I'm
is
saying?
test.
The test to see
It's-
is you
it's
gonna
test.
go back to the bullshit.
That's right.
Yeah.
You could say like they say you. Just say, I mean, you got the job at Temple and all that. I mean, you gonna be in the club one day, on the bar one day. You gotta think. No matter how on you is, how much your emotions, you gotta think for you and your career. You see what I'm saying? So if a nigga hit you with something or take something, not hit you, but take something crazy. Sometimes you gotta put your pride to the side and keep moving on.
Yeah, that's right.
Nigga call you. I mean, some people like, oh, he called you a bitch. You ain't do nothing.
Nope.
All right, but if I would have hit the nigga and went to jail and it went on,
You
then
got my
what?
bell? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
they
asked
got
me,
that.
you got my belt? Nope. Are they
Yeah.
gonna come see me? Nope.
No, oh, they definitely not gonna come see
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
The women is the most robbers.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I've been watching social media and niggas, they been saying money over women and stuff like that. But Rich Dollars had put a post up lately and he was like, niggas keep saying money over women, but everything you wear come from a woman. Your whole lay is sponsored by a woman. And I was thinking about when he said that, I'm like, damn, when I went to jail, I mostly had women riding for me. My mom, my baby mom, little shorty I was messing with. These is women.
Man, listen,
You talking
bro.
about not the niggas.
Now,
You see what I'm saying?
now,
you
now,
get-
now
you
you about to
touching
touch on
something.
something right
All right,
now.
I don't
Yeah,
want
no,
to
no,
No,
I'm
it's
glad
good.
you brought
It's
that
cool.
up because
That's real talk.
Dame Dash, and
That's who I
in one of his interviews, and
I
I
follow
fuck
him
with
more than
Dame
Jay-Z.
hard.
More than Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I
Give
do
it
too.
to us raw.
That's why
Give
you
it to
let
you
Dame
raw.
Dash go.
Now I'm gonna tell you, Dame said this. He said, "Man, I don't surround myself for my businesses, he said, I don't surround myself around women.
I heard it.
I mean, men. He said, because men want to get into dick measuring contests. You feel me? Whereas though women, they're going to be honest, they're going to support you and ride with you the hardest. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts. A lot of people in my circle, it's the women. And it ain't no freaky deaky shit with them. It's the women that ride with me. And this is a statement right here. Yo, I created this John, and you know, I asked people about, yo, what you think about this? Yo, can you do this, whatever. And I get crickets, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, sometimes I took that as hate, you know what I mean? But I just moved forward, fuck it. But this is my homie right here. Now she's my business partner, been my business partner, and ride hard. All that I did, like, she chew me up and be like, yo, fuck you doing? She'll slap me up, not physically, but she put me in my place like, yo, no, this is what you got to do. Ain't none of my homies doing that. You know, some of your homies will let you fail and step on you and be like, damn, bro, you should have did it like this. But hold on, why the fuck you ain't prevent that? You see me wilding in the club, fucking shit up, you ain't even stop. But now I'm fucked up, got DUI, got in jail. The fuck you talking? You should have stopped this shit. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though she ain't even gonna allow that. She step in and prevent a lot of shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
when we be out with this on and we have our hoodies on, I'll be like, yo, you gotta chill, bro.
She'll be like, you gotta chill. Look, listen, I'm Ms. 100. I do be out there. I get saucy. Because we be invited to events and shit. We go out. We consider media now. I gotta get used to that shit. We only be doing this for like a year and some change. Yeah. So I gotta get used to this media cover shit. You know what I'm saying? I be out at these events. I'm like, damn, shorty look nice. I be in my bag.
Because all it takes is one person to videotape some wrong shit.
Yeah, and I got the logo on me and shit. And,
so I gotta sober up and be a mile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I could definitely, you know, relate with you, with my business partner Shanika. You know, I came home from jail. You feel what I'm saying? I told her the vision that I had, and I'm talking about every step of the way, man. Everything that I have right now is some way it's with her. Down to every car that I ever had, every chain that I bought, to the building. That's just materialistic, but just to the visions that I have, she made a way. She do the research. You know, I used to say she was the key and I was the lock, but my dad had to reiterate. He said, no, you the key. She's the lock, because you gonna make the moves, but you gotta put the key into the lock. Now, before you put the key into the lock has to be secure. Every rigid has to be right in that lock for the lock to turn. So if she's the lock, you can have all the keys in the world, but if she the lock saying this ain't the right key, we ain't messing with this key, you ain't gonna open that door up. And that's basically what she does. You know, I can say, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to get this. She's like, okay, hold on, wait, chill. You know what I mean? Let me look this up. Let me research this. Let me make sure this. And you know, women have one power that's show that they are, to me, more supreme beings than us, which is a woman intuition. And that just don't come from you cheating. It comes from life. They can feel inside of their bodies when something is not right, when something is a scam, when something look different and we don't see. Because, you know what I mean? We so adamant. We just want, okay, damn, I know I can make this move. Yo. But she's like, hold on. Think how many, I'm talking about as a man, think how many women, think how many men came in your life with your mother and she told you he ain't right. She just met the nigga the first day he walked in the house. And she tell you,
intuition,
he ain't right. You be like, Mom, that's my man though. I've been out here. We've been doing all this other shit. It's something about him. You know what I'm saying? I done been through plenty of times and I just let my mom go and I end up going through situations. She be like, I told you. Listen to what I'm saying. I felt it when he walked in this house. It was a vibe, it was the energy he gave off. He spoke, he was nice, but it's something about him. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that a woman has that this guy came in here one day, right, get his credit fixed. He got bread. He showed me his bank account. He had $600,000 bank account, but he couldn't get no loans because he had bad credit. That's crazy. He had more money in the bank than he wanted to get the credit. He wouldn't give him the credit. That was crazy.
Elaborate on that.
Deep, right?
Okay.
Let him know
this
about
guy
that.
was flipping houses, right? One of my clients, he's flipping houses. And he said that when he goes to the auction, he can't compete with these white boys because they got unlimited credit cards. So he like, listen, I got $600,000 in the bank. He pulled up his bank account on his phone, his Wells Fargo account. Show it to me. $600,000 and something dollars. He said, all I asked him was for $400,000 so I could make it $1 million. So I could go into these joints. At least I got an M to play with. They wouldn't give it to me. And I'm telling them I already got the money to secure the bag. They wouldn't give it to him. That's another thing, y'all. Get out them banks. Get into the credit unions. I tell everybody that come in here or get into these black banks, whatever. Get into the credit unions. These banks, right? It was a study. It's a study shown right now that they take 90% of our money. 90% of black people are putting our money in these banks. Wells Fargo, Chase, Santander, TD. We're putting all our money in these banks, and they only give out 1% of loans to the black community. So they're taking our money. This is a live study. The lady was just on a radio, 103.9. This is facts. She got a black bank though. They're taking our deposits, because our deposits is how they lend out money. People don't even know that. They take our money that we're putting in the bank and they lend it out. But it's all money is circulating. Everybody don't take out all their money. So some money stay in there. They loan it out, savings and all that. They're giving our money to other races that don't look like us. But it's only 1% they're giving the money to. So I tell people all the time, get into these credit unions. The credit unions is not a bank. Another thing people got to know is, in 2008, when we had the recession, the banks did all this crazy stuff. They was giving out loans and all that. If y'all can remember, doing houses and refinancing, the government bailed them out. When the government bailed them out, what they did was they put a stipulation on them that they can only give out to this and they can only do that. Now you got the government controlling the banks right now. So the government is have a stipulation on what do you, like even with houses and all that. How much money you can lend out, what they gotta have, what their credit score gotta have, you got all these stipulations because not the bank got a stipulation, you got the government with a stipulation because they back the bank, FDIC, right? So now when you're trying to get something, you can't get it because they like, all right, I see you making $3,000 a month, but the government say you can't get it. Basically, the credit unions is not a bank; they're a credit union, but they work like a bank. They don't have no stipulations. They can give out any loans they want. They don't got nobody on their back. They can give out any cards, any houses, any credit card. They can do what they want. And they don't charge you to put your money. Every bank that you go to, they charge you a fee to put your money in your checking account. If it's $6 a month, if it's $5 a month.
I'm with I know you are too. I'm with the police and fire credit union.
They don't charge you.
They don't charge you nothing. You can keep $1 in there forever.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But another thing about the credit unions, they don't just go by your credit. They go by your relationship with the bank, which means that how much money you put in. See, they see your deposits you putting in from your check. They see your deposits you just putting in regular. They see what you taking out. They read that. So it ain't okay. He might got a little low credit score, but damn, he been putting in $7,000 a month for the last 2 years. He can afford this mortgage. He can afford this car loan. He can afford us to give him $10,000. You see what I'm saying? So I tell everybody that come in this office, take your money out the banks. Why do you got your money in the bank? Because it's convenient. All these credit unions is right here. You got Philadelphia Federal, you got American Heritage, you got Police and Firemen, you got Navy Federal, you got all these credit unions right around us. But we're programmed again to put your money in the bank.
Pretty much.
Well, we don't even know that the bank and the credit union are two different things. It just seems the same, but it's not. People are like, I got bad credit. That don't mean nothing. We have a Philadelphia credit union. If you live in Philadelphia, you can go to that credit union no matter what your credit score is. You see what I'm saying? So basically, let me get back to the guy. He said he needed his credit fixed because he couldn't compete with these white guys. Exactly how he said it. He said, Brandon, I know I got more money than them, cash. But they got these unlimited credit lines and they got these loans that I can't compete with. He said, I raise my hand, they raise their hand. So how can I compete with a nigga that got a $3 million credit line? I only got $600,000 in the bank.
Damn.
But see, now this is where I come in at. That's where I come in at. Me and my business partner, it's my business partner over there, Gerald, with the loans. We're loan brokers now.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So now we're going to be able to have that money. We're going to be able to, you're going to be able to come to me and say one day, whatever you want to do, Brandon, I want to get into real estate. Okay, let's get into real estate. What you want to do? Oh, I want to get this fix and flip. It's only $100,000. Off a $100,000 loan, all you got no credit score. All I need is 10% of that. That's $10,000. People get $10,000 for income tax. And they go and blow it on dumb shit. Right? You can take that $10,000 and I can finance you a $100,000 loan. Then if you want to fix your house up, which is called a bridge loan, all I need is 5%. Brandon, I need $100,000 to fix this house up. Okay, give me $5,000. No, $15,000 just got you a $200,000 loan. You hear what I'm saying? Now you right here, you rocking around here with these white boys. Cause you got $200,000 to play with. You know what? I want that house. I'm gonna fix it up, make it to apartments, sell it to Temple. They paying crazy numbers. You see what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want off of $15,000. These white boys don't got more money than us, man. Last Black Friday, this is facts. We spent $3 trillion on Black Friday, the black community.
Oh,
Wait a minute. What?
2017.
2017, the black people spent $3 trillion on Black Friday.
Now,
Trillion. Wait, I ain't say billion, right? What I say?
You said trillion.
You said trillion.
Yeah. So how they got
Riddle
more
me
money?
this. How did you get those figures? That lets you know that when they run when we come in those stores and they run our shit, they separate us.
They have to.
To clown us.
No, not to clown us.
No, because
they have to know.
Like,
Listen,
to know
this
like
what you,
that's being clowned.
No, let's go back to history for 1 second. Go back to history. Right, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. It's not that Malcolm X didn't like Martin Luther King as a person. He
Right.
didn't like what he stood for with the integration.
Right.
Now he didn't like that because Martin Luther King wanted us to be integrated with the white people.
Right.
Malcolm X felt like we was cool. Now I'm going to give you live facts. In the 1960s, America, you could go on there with the boy name, whatever the president name was. I forgot. It wasn't Nixon. Whatever the president.
Lyndon.
All right, whatever.
Lyndon Johnson.
Yeah.
They was up there talking about how the economy was in debt from the war. Now, our money was our money because we couldn't go spend it with them. So you got the black businesses in the 60s flourishing. You talking about you got people buying cars, getting houses, all that, because we have to keep the money. This is when our dollars stayed in the community.
Right.
It had to. Where could we go?
Right.
You couldn't go to Louis Vuitton. You couldn't go to
They
Gucci.
didn't accept
You
us.
couldn't go
Right.
to Benihana's.
Right.
I'm just naming our restaurants now. But I'm sure they had restaurants then.
Right.
That we wanted to go to, but we
we
couldn't
couldn't.
go there.
Right.
They ain't want
Right.
us there.
So the economy was falling off. So what they had to do is they had to get a little dummy. No disrespect to Martin Luther King, but
You're right.
they had to
You're
use
speaking
him.
facts.
So when they used him to get this, the government is going to allow you to do what they're only going to do what they allow you to do. They could have been cut him off, but they needed him to integrate and push these laws and everybody to be with it so they can get our money.
Right.
They couldn't have our money was stuck in our community, but we booming right now. They in debt. The government is in debt. The white people's in debt. They was losing their jobs. The factories was leaving. All of this. We got our own shit going on because we can't go nowhere. So now when they got us to integrate with each other, now what do niggas do? Oh, I'm going to Louis. I'm going to Gucci. You know, we want to show off. We could go ahead, we go to these stores. We could go to these restaurants. Now, you might have been paying me at that time, just say $10 an hour to work at your store. But I could go to Fifth Saks and make $15 an hour. So I'm going to leave you and go to Fifth. You see what I'm saying? So by us integrating and be able to eat with them and get jobs with them and go to school with them, now they taking our dollar. They needed our dollar. That's why, and like you say, in Tallahassee and Oakland, what's that? When they bombed the joint.
Yeah.
Tulsa.
Oklahoma.
Why would they bomb a whole joint? They had 3 banks, trolleys, buses. That's because we had nothing but ourselves.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Well-
So they need our dollar. So now when you talking about Black Friday, first
Oh man. Wait a minute. Before
I
you
know
say
what
Black
he about to
Friday,
say.
Black
I just want to
Friday,
say
the name from Black Friday. is
I
crazy.
just want to say real quick. That's why they had to assassinate Martin Luther King and Malcolm X because they came together.
Yeah, well,
When they came together,
yeah,
He started.
yeah.
when he started realizing,
That's what it was.
He woke up.
He woke
They
up.
said, let's get rid of him.
Because Martin,
Well, Martin was speaking
Malcolm
out against
started
the-
having secret meetings.
Yeah, they started having
And
secret
they started
meetings.
noticing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it's like, oh damn,
And we gotta get rid of him.
these two is starting to unite.
Right.
Because
It's a problem.
Malcolm's
Especially
whole
with-
thing was what you said
Mr. Bang.
was
It was a rat.
forget integration. We're going to remain segregation.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm, the whole drawing was he wanted to build a nation within a nation.
Right.
Since we're not going to go nowhere, like
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the boy name, Marcus Garvey.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He said, "Yo, let's leave."
Yeah.
He said, "Let's leave. Let's leave."
Yeah.
He said, I got my
They
boat."
got rid of him too.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's leave. They don't want to say let's leave. That
Yeah.
was his theory. But since Malcolm said, well, since we don't want to leave, I'm going to build this nation within a nation. We don't got to stick to them. We have our own government. you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Start talking that. And businesses and the banks and all that.
Well, I tell people all the time, they didn't kill Martin Luther King. People think it's crazy because they teach why I teach my kids all the time. Why they really killed Martin Luther King. It wasn't because civil rights. They done passed all the laws. He was
Yeah, of
chilling.
course, yeah.
When he went to go see the riots in Chicago, and he went to go see how they lived in poverty like that, and they spent all that money on that war, that Vietnam War. That's when he started speaking out against the war. That's when they killed him. They didn't kill him when he was doing the march down DC.
Right.
They didn't kill him when they had the freedom fighters and niggas was getting beat up on the buses and all that. They didn't kill him for that. They killed him when he started speaking out against the government when they didn't need him no more. You know why they didn't need him no more? Because the laws was passed. See, that's, they used him. That's exactly what the hell he did.
Yeah, of course. He was an implant. He was an implant.
You
he
know
was a virus.
Yeah,
he was a virus.
But it's all cool though. You know what I mean, we needed everything happened for a reason. We needed him to do that. We needed Malcolm to be him. We needed all that to happen. So we are here today in 2018, where yes, that white man sitting across from me, you ain't no different, and I know I'm better. You just got a better education. Somebody just taught you something earlier, but you ain't better. That Indian kid, that African kid, whatever. If you ain't black from America, only thing different between me and you is somebody taught you something different. So if we could teach these kids at a young age how to build a business for themselves, and they have something that none of us had growing up, which is social media. I get 97% of my money off of free social media. Free.
Yo, listen. I say that all the time because I help a lot of my friends. The good thing I like about nowadays, we in an era where people are actually focused on getting their own because they seeing that 9 to 5 just ain't working. You know that saying, the worker man is a hustler. I mean, is a sucker from a Bronx Tale, right? No, it's true.
No,
it's true.
I know.
The worker man pretty much is a sucker. You know what I'm saying? So, but I tell people all the time, as far as social media is free.
But you gotta rephrase that. You can't misinterpret that word. A working man is not a sucker. A working man is a sucker if you don't have your own business. If you're working for somebody else and you're smarter than them. That's a working man sucker.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because sometimes you gotta break shit down to a motherfucker that's like, you know what I mean, like an infant.
Yeah,
like, do
right.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say that because then they like, damn, well, I might as well just be a drug. I might as well do this and I might as well do all the bad shit.
Nah, yeah, I ain't saying that.
So you gotta break it down.
Because they actually want us to do that.
Exactly.
You know they actually want us to,
and it's working for the government.
Just put us in fucking jail.
It's working for the government because when you do that, then you go to jail. You still mentally enslaved. You know what I'm saying? Because in there you trap, and also too, like when you was talking about that, you actually become like an entrepreneur, a hustler, a worker, because it's like you trying to survive in there. You know what I'm saying? How to eat. If ain't nobody seeing you shit on your books, you know what I'm saying? So it's in there like you really got to learn how to survive, even when you out here. And I think it's worse when you in there.
Yeah,
because it's a smaller surrounding. Out here it's like open. You know what I'm saying? Open jungle. And there it's worse. So you actually
gotta deal with racism in the
and you gotta deal with racism in there. You gotta deal with all kind of shit in there. So you gotta learn how to eat, survive, be clean, all kind of shit in there.
See, but the whole thing about this is jail or life or whatever. It's about you though. You have to change the word. Insane means doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result. That's the definition of the word insane. So if you're selling drugs and selling drugs and selling drugs and you're going to jail and you're going to jail and you're going to jail and niggas is dying, your family you're doing the same thing expecting a different result. That's the definition of insane. So you have to change something, and what I had to do, I had to change my mindset. Like when I was in this drug program, on my progress sheet it was criminal thinking. Yeah, I drunk liquor and I smoke weed. I never popped no pills. I never snorted no coke. And I'm saying that, you mean everybody go through their own shit. But I was addicted to the criminal lifestyle. Fast money, the women, the cars, the freedom. Which I try to break it down to the ladies. I feel like most people are not even addicted to the money. It's the freedom. That you don't know what you're going to make today. 17 people might call you today. You make 17,000. One person might call you make 1,000. So, but when you go to work, you don't have the freedom of that. You know, you go to work from 8 to 4, 4 to 12, whatever. You bring home $1,600 every 2 weeks. Then after they take taxes, you bring home $1,206. That's you know, you got $2,400 a month to make it work. That's what you got. Long as you don't miss no goddamn days, and you got sick time if you do miss some days. And
that's real talk, though.
But I'm talking
about real talk. That's real talk.
I'm talking about freedom. When people say financial freedom, people think rich. It's not about being rich. I could make the same $2,400 that you make at Temple, but I'm financially free because if I want to go on a vacation to Vegas with her, when she goes, I can go without asking nobody. I can go
gotta put in no
without
motherfucking slip.
or make sure
is the supervisor gonna approve it
because they may not like me. They may like me. All
or
kind
not
of
just
bullshit.
that. When you late for work, this is what I never liked about a job. This is me personally. Never said I don't think nothing really wrong with jobs, depending on how you work it. You see what I'm saying? You got to get money some way. But what I like about a job was one time I was late. I would never forget this. And I mean, I almost got into a fucking car accident trying to get to work. I'm trying to kill myself to go work for somebody the fuck else on their time. You see what I'm saying? My first ticket I ever got in my life in 2006 when I was 18 years old, I was going to my job. I went through the gas station on right here on Ridge and Poplar. I went through the gas station to try to cut the corner to beat the light. Cop pulled me over. First ticket, 18 years old. He said, called cutting corners. I said, what the hell is that? He said, you went through the gas station. I said, I'm trying to get to work. He said,
you don't give a fuck about that.
Like, I give a fuck? Like, I give a fuck. Because you getting this ticket.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
I'm rushing to get to a job. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, now, I do rush to come to work when I'm late sometimes, but I don't have nobody on me. This is the freedom I'm talking about. We're planning a trip to go to Disney World with these kids. I don't got to put in nothing. I'm going to Vegas for my birthday. I don't have to ask nobody shit. This is the freedom. When people say, people got to understand financial freedom. Your freedom, you have freedom to do what the fuck you want to do with your finances. When you want to do it. You see what I'm saying? So, people got to understand is, everything you do in life, man, even if you do got a job, you can always do something on the side. People that got own businesses, own houses and everything still work for the city because they want the benefits. So, there's nothing wrong with going to work. I don't believe that. I don't believe there's nothing wrong with, doing this, that, and the third. But if that's not fitting your lifestyle, do something about it. If you feel like $2,400 you still struggling, you can't save no money, you back on your bills, your credit fucked up, you can't do what you want to do something about it. Go to school again. If you got to go to school again, to go get a better degree. You see what I'm saying? Or you got to say, fuck it, I'm opening up another business. Anything. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't, if everybody works for themselves, nobody gonna work for nobody. Nobody had no fucking job. Who the fuck gonna work for me?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So,
everybody can't be a boss.
That's right. And that's the problem. This generation with this Cardi B's and these Nicki, them bitches is workers. See, that's the thing about this rap stuff. The niggas that's talking about they bosses, they workers. Meek Mill's made a whole song, I'm a boss. The niggas under Rick Ross.
Which MMG
is under what? Universal?
Atlantic now.
Under Atlantic.
Yeah.
So where your boss at? A nigga still getting a check. If you ain't, only nigga I can say that's a boss, like really in the rap games, niggas like Jeezy, niggas like Birdman and them. They not under Def Jam. They partnerships with Def Jam. It's a difference between me being my partner and me being under you.
That's right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you want to do a distribution
when you
deal.
Partnership, now you got like stocks and stuff. You got
you
stock
own
in the
your
company.
shit. You're not coming out like, sad to say, my girl Mary J coming out.
Oh,
like,
she's done. Look at her.
Man.
Come on now.
25 mil.
Come on
in
now.
the
How
hole.
you don't own your Come on,
She a legend too.
Yeah,
she's a legend to us.
But she's a legend
to
to
bro.
it.
Introduce yourself. You his partner. Come on and say something.
My name is Gerald Matthews. I'm Mr. Fisher's partner in the New Beginnings Capital Loan business we have. But to touch base on what we were just saying, but Mary J came out in the era where the 360 deal was popping. No one was going independent. In order to get on, you had to sign your life away.
Yeah.
You had to sign your life away.
You're right.
Wanted to be on a major. It was
you
like
had to.
major label.
And the black owners like Andre Harrell,
Puffy.
they were under Hysteria with Clyde Davis.
Right.
So no one on their own stuff.
But I mind to cut you off. But this back to saying about the negative. I mean, the ignorant teachings that we had.
Yeah.
This is back to the same subject. What he's saying is that we was never taught this. Now people know they can go independent.
Yeah.
So what he's saying about Mary J. Blige, if somebody would have told her then, because think about this, the first independent rapper we really had that made it big was Master P.
Yeah.
He owned his own masters.
Yeah.
This nigga came out with his own movies.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's either somebody taught him this,
and he was out of the trunk with it,
or he realized this
Yeah.
stuff.
His philosophy.
You see what I'm saying? And we realized this even with Jay-Z though. And they wasn't under Def Jam either.
No.
They was partners with Def Jam. That's because nobody was signed Jay.
Yep.
So you gotta understand, when you go through a certain struggle like that, Look what comes out of that. A diamond is made from, what is it, the rock or something, right?
Yeah.
Cold, hard cold. That's what a diamond, pressure. You got to have a whole bunch of pressure for that
makes
diamond.
diamonds. Yeah.
Pressure make diamonds. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times in life, we got to go, when people see this pressure, they give up. Don't give up. You keep going. Because that diamond is going to shine out that pressure. It can only be dark for so long. It can only rain for so long. The light has to come out. But if you just give up, you ain't going to never get where you want to be. Like even with y'all with this podcast, y'all sitting right here right now, 2018 March. 2019 March, y'all be on the damn TV. I'd be like, oh shit, Shanika. Damn, y'all. You don't know where you going to take it.
Right.
All you can do is just keep going and keep going, keep networking, and only believe. When nobody believe in you, believe in yourself.
Right.
Because everything going to come together. You see what I'm saying? Everything going to come together.
Yeah,
That's how we
networking.
doing things.
Yeah.
I knew this guy since I was 17 years old. We had mutual friends. Came from the same neighborhood, never knew he lived in the same neighborhood.
Damn.
I walked in, I saw him on Instagram. I was working the city. I left at this 8 years, 7 months administrative technician in the college 3 times. I was still working a 9 to 5 in the whole college when getting new money. I figured I'm gonna do my own thing. I walked in here to get my credit card. So I seen I said, I'm gonna my money to somebody I know. I told him what I wanted to do. So I want to start a finance company. He said, I need one.
Damn.
Let's partner up.
Damn.
And then he asked me, I had information, and I could plug him and cut on the phone, call this guy, this who the platform we going through, to talk to him. But that's what the network is, how a lot of things are made. So I'd rather network with somebody I know, help
Right.
build somebody from the community, somebody I know is going to work hard, and I see he's working hard, than get money somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
And that's the mentality to have, though. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of us
Yeah.
don't have that mentality.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't coming on some shit like came in this building to get your shit done. You like, damn, this nigga got that, he got this.
Hate.
You ain't come on no
Yeah,
hate in
he
your
wasn't
blood.
on-
You
yeah,
came in like, yo,
networking.
listen, this is my vision, this is my focus.
Right.
He built off your energy and said, yo, hold up, I'm digging this. I'm gonna rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if more of us was like that, then man, it'd be a different economy for us. You know what I mean? But hopefully we get into that. It's little baby steps.
But let me say this though, what you just spoke on, right? Energy, right? People don't know how real this is, right? Energy, right? A lot of people say everything happens for a reason, or God, blah blah blah, Allah, whatever you believe in. A lot of things is energy. Your energy pulls people towards you.
Yep.
Now, I can sit here and clearly say, a higher power brought Gerald in here that day and blah blah blah. But that's not what I believe. The energy that I was already putting out to the universe was already sending it to him. All it did was take him to come and see it on, we just talk about social media, free platform, and he walked in here and presented an opportunity to me. This is energy. When he came to me, I'm like, damn, I'm already referring people to get loans from other people. He come to me with some shit that I've been thinking about, but I just ain't, maybe ain't go as hard or didn't have a platform. So my energy, this is what I believe, brought Gerald to me to talk about that, and also his credit being bad. But look at it all circumstances brought him to me. See, people pass up opportunities. Opportunities be right in front of your face. I mean, right there. You can do something exactly what somebody else is doing, but you'll pass it up because you're like, I don't want to be no dick eater. Like my cousin, he owns a whole food truck. I'm going to take the name of his food truck. He live in Jersey. I'm going to take his name and everything he sells and put it right out here in front of his office. May the 1st, we're going to have our own food truck. I don't got to change up nothing. Why would I do that? People got to understand that everybody want to invent something new or do something new. No. When you look at all these cars out here, they all got 4 tires, an engine, and 4 doors. All they did was put something on top of the car to make the car different. But they all got the same essentials.
Yeah.
Why try to build something new when it's already here? Just put your own twist on it. Podcast. It's 1 million people doing podcasts.
Yeah.
But it has to be something else that makes y'all special. Y'all come into my building. I didn't have to come to y'all. Y'all came to me. Y'all not bougie. Y'all sitting in my office. On your time.
Well, wait a minute.
This is what makes y'all
Tell
different.
the story. So when me and Laida first came to you, what did I say to you? I said, I need you on the podcast.
First thing you said.
First thing I said, you got to reach out to the community. I said, I think you would be a definite, a positive testimony to the people in the community. Because last year we did a podcast about where the fuck did the tax money going to. And we didn't have nobody in your place You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
1 year later,
we was brainstorming. Like, damn, who we get on the podcast to talk about preparing your credit?
Of credit.
And damn, Laida said to me, which is my coworker, she said, I've been thinking I might get my credit together. I said, let's go fucking do it. Let's go do it. Real shit, we at work. Talking about it. I said, because listen, I'm too smart for where I'm at right now. I need to really own my own shit or just be making my own money somewhere else because I'm too smart. I'm too smart. You know what I'm saying? So when we came here, I said, bam, this is what we gonna do. I don't know if you thought I was bullshitting, if she was bullshitting, but I was like, listen, we need to get you on the podcast and talk about this, about how reaching out to the community. And I said, did you ever think about, reaching out to the schools and talking to the kids and youth? Because if I had a Brandon come to me in 12th grade, I wouldn't have all them credit cards. I wouldn't have took all them credit cards and fucked up my credit the way I am. But when I got together, I still went back out helping people. And what you say to me? Your mom told you what? Helping people what? Helping people. Your mom told you that when you always helping people, like you finish last.
Oh yeah. No, she said the nicest.
The nicest people
finish last.
Always finish last, and that was my problem. In 2018, turning 40, I had to realize putting myself last, helping every fucking body.
Yep. Nice
Fuck
people
me up.
finish last. You always told me that.
To where I was almost fucking homeless with my kids. But guess what? No more.
Yeah.
It's about me and my kids. Fuck
That's
that.
right. Because you got to have yourself together before you can help somebody else. See, people trying to help everybody. And you know why? That's us, though. You can't fault yourself for that, especially being a black woman. Because that's just who y'all are, genuinely. But us as black people, this is why we help every other culture in the world do anything. You see what I'm saying? We brought them out the Caucasus Mountains. We ain't gonna go all the way there, though.
No, we can go there
But
because now you said
we ain't gonna go all the way. We ain't gonna go all the
You
way.
always talk about that shit.
He got some knowledge right there.
You talking that shit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? We help every culture.
Animals,
yeah, so
and eating each other. Cannibalism.
You talking about pyramids, man, and they all across the world. People think they just in Egypt. They not in Egypt, man. Nope. They in Europe. They in South America.
They have to
we
be.
went around
Mexico,
the world helping people.
Have to be. Exactly.
We had the biggest school in the world, and they came and took it down. You see what I'm saying? So, but whatever. That's a whole nother situation. I'm just saying this.
Liberia, Alexandria.
Yeah, so
there you go.
Yeah, Liberia, Alexandria.
Yeah, and they burnt it
down.
Burnt that motherfucker down. And Richard Pryor put that one in his little comic skits back in the day.
They did that.
They took away.
So you gotta understand this, man. As us as African Americans, man, we already have it in us to help people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? When they talk about everything they talk about in history to let you know, even when Christopher Columbus came over with the Indians, what made them help them people that never looked like them? It's just inside of us. You see what I'm saying? But you have to have yourself together. See, we was together then. So we can show you how to do something. We can do this. We got our shit popping. Gold, that's nothing. We wear that shit every day. It's right there in the ground. What the fuck is that? Yeah. But with you and with everybody else that's listening, you have to make sure your foundation is strong first before you build on anybody else's. That's period. Gerald couldn't come to me inside of my mom's house and said, let's do a financial joint. I wouldn't have did it because I'm not right. When he came to me, I'm right. You see what I'm saying? So even with Shanika, like she wanted to do a daycare, I'm like, nah, too many of them. I said, let's do the home care business. So we got our own home care business right now. BNS Home Care right now, licensed by the state. We just waiting for Medicare.
So hold up. Right now, state what y'all got going on as far as your business. You mentioned the loan broker thing, like state. You know what I'm saying? Like a listing, like what y'all have going on out of this office.
Right now, we have. You want to say something, Shanika? Come on. Okay, right now we have the builder started off. We fixed credit. Not only do we fix credit, we can boost your credit with adding on a trade line, which is piggybacking the same thing people have been doing for years. As adding you on to another account that has a positive reporting. So we not only do I fix your credit, I can build your credit and get you to a 700 credit score. I can also point you in the right directions to get the credit cards, to get the loan. Like I'm talking about the credit unions. That's what you get, cards and stuff like that. Second of all, we do EIN numbers, LLCs, and business activity license, which means that you can come into New Beginners One-on-One and actually have an idea of a business that you want and get it branded by the state. And you could go take that information and you go get a business bank account. Now you're official to the government. We also has BNS Home Care, which is we have our own home care agency. Which next month we will be hiring people that's home. What is it? Home care. What is they called? Homemakers, companions. Yeah, say it again. You gotta come over here because that's her little
Come on,
feel.
Steve. Come on now. Come on.
This is what she does.
Come on.
Yeah.
We just had a whole grand opening too for the home care business. Go ahead, introduce yourself, young lady.
Yeah.
I'm Shanika. I work
Sure.
for BNS Home Care.
You don't work for BNS Home. You're the owner. Right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know, I'm partners with BNS Home Care.
Okay.
All right. So we're hiring next month. We'll be like certified to accept Medicaid and all that. We're hiring for homemakers, companions, and personal care aides. We're gonna have an open house soon, so look out for it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And Hood Jason be in the building.
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah,
be
they'll be
Shout,
here.
shout out your the Instagram so people know where they can
Well, we
go.
don't have an Instagram for home care yet. We have, but the credit doctor, he got a lot of.
Okay.
Follow
Okay.
him.
Yeah.
Got you.
Hold up. I also have New Beginners Capital LLC with my business partner Gerald, and basically we do business loans. Come on, Gerald. Come tell him.
Yeah.
Tell them the loans we give
We
out.
provide commercial loans, business loans, and residential loans. As of now, we provide commercial and business loans, but in a month and a half, we will be providing residential loans as well, which not just mortgages. We could do loans to convert your adjustable to fixed, FHA, USDA, VA loans, no stated income loans, and plenty others.
Okay.
We will have a website up and running next week.
We got FHA loans.
Yeah.
FHA.
Okay. Official tissue. Y'all in the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah. So basically,
they in the game. Over
Yeah,
there.
hold on,
That's our
let me
little
say-
hashtag.
All right, let me tell you one more thing. Basically, this is the whole thing. You can come to New Beginners to get your credit fixed. While you're getting your credit fixed, you can get your own business license, LLC. Not only once you get your business license and LLC, you can finally get a loan from us to finance your business. So you could come here and get everything in one stop.
And while you
One
waiting,
stop.
you can get your food. You get your food
Oh, when we
out
get the
the food truck.
Oh yeah, when we get the food truck,
Right.
it'll be here May the 1st.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed.
So
Too much sauce Philly
we
is
be
coming.
here for the grand opening.
Oh,
of
yeah,
that.
definitely be
grand
Definitely
opening.
be here for
We
that.
do some
Yeah.
footage.
Yeah.
You know, I handle all the artwork, the digital arts. For the
Yeah.
geniuses.
Yeah, it's
I
going
do-
down.
I do
We
the
networking.
logos. I do logos. Twitter, panel, Instagram. I
Stitcher.
talk to you all
Stitcher.
directed for
No,
that.
no, this
You know,
is live footage though. Like we
Yeah,
on that.
nah,
We
real
on
talk,
everything.
like,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I-
Yeah,
On
Lady
the
T
side,
a little
on the
saucy,
side
y'all.
hustle.
Okay.
Look,
You know what
last
I'm saying?
episode, Ms. 100 was saucy. Lady T saucy right now. You know when
Yeah.
Lady T gets saucy, I go into my Tupac real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep that shit 100.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah.
But I just want to thank y'all, man, for even coming here. You know, and it's crazy when y'all walked in, I said, damn, I forgot all about they was coming. I'm like, I got all this
What I
work to
tell
do.
you? I said I want
you
to
know
be
what?
surprised.
I said, I got all this work to do. I said, oh my God, I told them to come on a Monday. I'm looking at y'all in the camera. I'm like,
Yeah.
And what I tell you, I told you, listen, he probably don't think we the real deal.
Yeah,
we don't
man.
bullshit. When we
Okay.
give our
Yeah.
word,
Yep.
we show up. Like man, listen.
We done been to
we
Jersey,
didn't-
you know. Listen,
Oh,
we do our thing.
I got
Yeah,
somebody
we
for y'all. If y'all,
yeah.
I don't know what else you're trying to do. My cousin, he owns the food truck I was telling y'all about in Jersey, and he also has a business, a trucking business. That he has his own trucking business. He got like 15 trucks and people. I know he employs like 25 people in his community.
Okay.
To,
Yeah.
and he looking for
Tri-state.
people. He's
Holla at that.
yeah.
You looking for
But he in
workers.
Jersey though. He definitely looking for workers. I think he pay him
Okay.
like $500-$600 a week.
Oh,
And
that's something that's gonna get these young boys off the street.
yeah, but
You
they
know what I'm
live,
saying?
but they live all the way by like I don't know if y'all know where North New Jersey at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they up there. But he
That's like
he
going
did a
to New York.
podcast before too.
Okay.
But he didn't have the food truck there.
Oh.
That's the
Okay.
the party I went to when he got Juju. It was all about his food truck.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Too Much Sauce Food Truck,
Damn.
which we will have our own Too Much Sauce Food Truck. That's what we got
Yeah,
there.
listen, right
Yeah.
out
But
here.
but I left him linking with y'all, man. I just want to appreciate everything y'all doing for the community.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you know everything.
Yeah,
Like you know,
listen,
just
it's
coming
nice.
down here
Yeah.
and me being
Yeah.
a part of this. I'm very
And it's funny, y'all. I gotta let y'all know. On Friday we was here handling some business. I made the announcement early in the podcast, but my man Brandon was like, "Yeah, y'all come through 7 o'clock. I just do about 30-minute joint with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We well past the hour. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what?
It was all good
It's
shit.
all good,
yo.
and it's not boring
Fuck no.
And it's official tissue.
That's
and
what
it's
it's
real
about.
talk.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
the
what's going to keep people listening. Real talk. People don't be wanting to be fairy tale land, motherfucking fairy
Nah.
dust and all that shit.
And ain't no,
You know what
ain't
I mean?
no,
Coke
ain't
baby.
nobody in here following no script.
Nah.
Like this
Right.
is
Nah.
real off the top.
Yep.
Real conversation. It's just being recorded.
Definitely.
It's just as we sitting here throwing back some wine or whatever, talking real. And this is
Speaking of
how I
wine.
wanted the platform to be.
Facts.
Definitely.
I like the genuine thoughts of humans.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's facts.
You know
So
what
y'all
I mean?
know how we do. We gonna go ahead and end this real quick, and you know, we want to say, dream hard and don't sleep forever.
I like that.
Peace.
Peace. Proper education always correct errors. That's what peace stand for. Peace.
You are now an official Hood Genius. Thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Y'all know what to do.
Hit that follow button.